What's going on, guys? Fearmaky here, bringing you another video. Let's get into it. Let's roll deep and keep grinding out there, guys. Let's dive into the video. Let's go. Look at that. What? Oh my God, Ellie.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck am I watching?
Dude, it's broken.
We're gonna report you for fucking that.
What is going on? I am gonna get reported, dude. Oh no, dude. That is crazy, man. Wow. Okay, point A. Wow. Oh my God. I'm gonna pull them all into a clump and then try to blow them up after. Look, the game's like, they can't even spawn fast enough. I literally broke the game. It's broken. This is completely out of control, Ellie. It paused. The server's crashing. What? It's so fun, dude. I can literally do a circle around the map. Look at that. And pull them all in together and just keep rotating. Oh God. I can literally keep vacuuming them around, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go in there like I don't care. Like I don't care, dude. If I have health, no health, I'm just gonna pull them all in. Wow. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, they spawn being sucked in and CC'd. What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another build guide. I'm going to show you my wave build for Lepic. It's one of the funnest builds I've created to do all the waves, to power level the characters and literally trivialize the waves. And the build is, the weapon I'm using, Greg's Reverse Fate. Nothing special here. It's only for the mounting condition on the Burning Mechanics reactor. You definitely want skill cooldown, skill up, duration up. I'll go over that in detail. The components, you can use full Slayer set, so you get the 4-piece bonus when defeating enemies inflicted with Toad, which your traction grenade gives the debuff Toad to the mobs. You'll recover MP and specialized resource at a 12.2% at a 17% chance. This is like a MP collector. I really don't like it. It doesn't proc as often, and with so many resources dropping from the waves and the enemies and just mapping, you just run over the mana orbs. There's no point on sacrificing a mod slot for it. And if you really wanted to get an inherent MP collector in your components, just run the 4-piece Slayer set, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm going to show you what I like to do, my variant. Of course, you can push this further Play your way, play your style, find something you like, something you enjoy. This is by no means this is how you should build it. And that goes for all of my builds across the board. It's just how I like to play, how I like to build it. And if you guys like it, great. If not, improvise on it. Do what you like. Anyways, I'm using 2-piece Slayer and 2-piece Annihilation. On the auxiliary power, definitely MP recovery out of combat. If you're running from wave to wave, point to point, etc., you're going to get your full mana back. On the sensor, 100% you want MP recovery in combat and max MP. On the memory, you want MP recovery modifier to help you recover mana while you're in combat. And on the processor, I have max shield and recovery modifier, but this is mainly for the set bonus duration of 5.7 on the Annihilation. Plus it gives a nice max HP as a stat there. Not that you need it for waves, and the amount of crowd control you're going to do, you can go with 0 health. It's not going to make a difference, and you'll see, as you've seen in the showcase, and you'll see my other videos here on the waves, on how broken it becomes. So these are the components. That's the reactor. Let's go over the Descendant Module list. So the wave farm, I did drop the class Transcendent mod. There's really no need for it on waves, especially if you're power leveling. You're not going to be casting your ultimate or your overkill as often, and everything just dies. And now with players getting geared and becoming more powerful, there's just no need. It's just because by the time you arm your weapon, etc., and do all that, the wave's already dead. So crowd controlling them and pulling them all in definitely helps you, helps the group. And even if the group is not as geared or as strong as you are, you'll make them extremely strong, safe, tankier, because everything will be crowd controlled for 4 seconds. Anyways, mod, I'm using battle stamina again for the skill duration and the benefit of the max HP, which is massive. I'm using front lines for the skill crit rate, crit damage. I'm using MP conversion for the massive skill cooldown. You'll see across all of my builds, I absolutely love skill cooldown. I love spamming my skills as often as I can cast them, and efficiently is what I like to do. Is it the most damage sometimes? Absolutely not. You know, and it might not be for everybody, but this is what I like to do. Anyways, skill expansion. Definitely need this for the skill effect range. This is how you get your traction grenade to be increased at a much higher radius, even though the tooltip in the game tells you, which this tricked me in the beginning, that the radius is only 9 and is not expandable. Like you can see over here on the exclusive weapon Overkill, that the max expandable range is 200%, which tells you once you put on expansion mods that it's going to increase the radius that the orb deals damage. But for the traction grenade, the game told me it does not. But that's not true at all. And there's a lot of that in this game, as I'm coming to realize the more I play it. But anyway, skill extension for the duration, this is important as well, to allow your traction grenade to come back up while the ad's controlled. So you can see here, I have 4.7 second cooldown on my traction grenade and a 4-second duration, which means only for 0.7 seconds is when the mobs won't be crowd controlled. And with the way the traction grenade works, which sucks them in, pulls them up, by the time they hit the ground, your cooldown is already back up. So it's 100% uptime. Right? It just works that way. All right. I'm using focus fire again, not really for the fire skill power, which is definitely nice to explode your grenades, but mainly for the skill cooldown. I know it's crazy to say that, but of course this is an insane mod, and of course fire skill power is massive for the build, and if I lost that, the grenade throwing wouldn't be as good. But if you were to ask me why specifically I chose this mod, because of skill cooldown. Nimble fingers again for skill cooldown. Focus on tech, skill cooldown, and tech power, which will increase your throw grenade damage. Emergency measures again for skill critical hit rate and crit damage. You definitely want the mobs to die. You don't want to pull them in and not be able to kill them. And maximize duration. This is to make sure that we have the most uptime on our traction grenade, the highest amount of crowd control, to allow our cooldown to come back up, and everybody should just kill the targets without taking any damage. While any mob is being towed, they don't cast, they don't attack, they don't do anything. You pretty much make a dangerous mob obsolete by doing this. So I chose maximize duration. Yes, with the range I have 92.3%. So you can push this to the limit, and I'll show you in a video what it looks like, and get another 94% with maximized range. And sometimes I'll change it up depending on the wave that I'm doing. So you can choose to go that route. But if you do that, your duration on your grenade will drop. And believe me, 0.8 seconds makes a huge difference. You're almost a second, but you're 1.5 seconds off your cooldown now. So mobs will fall to the ground and will deal damage to you, and it's just not going to flow. But that's why I chose maximize duration instead. You can also push it even further by dropping Battle of Stamina and put it on Arch Acceleration, which will give you another 19% range. I believe the maximized range in Arch Acceleration is way overkill. I'll tell you why. Even though the radius is massive, some of the mobs at the very edge of the traction grenade do not get pulled in, or the duration lasts so little, like 3 seconds or 2.9 seconds, that the mobs will get pulled halfway in and then fall down and start to attack and cast again. So even though the radius being massive is great and it looks cool, it doesn't really work efficiently for me, because I want to pull them all into the epicenter, pixelate them, keep them there as long as possible, and then blow them up. And with my setup, you're able to do that. But if you're a guy that's like, I just want to be the biggest circle out there and I don't care about anything else, then absolutely, you know, drop Battle of Stamina, go Arch Acceleration, which I have tested, and then go maximize range. And you can see here, I'll put it on for you guys to see. I'm sorry. You'll have 186.7% skill effect range. And you can even go further by dropping the skill cooldown on Nimble Fingers and do multi-talented, where the skill range, when you cast a skill tech, which is when you cast your grenade, the range and duration will be increased by 15% for 5 seconds. So you throw your grenade and then your traction grenade gets empowered. So when you throw it again, the radius is even bigger. It's way overkill. You'll have to sacrifice cooldown. I would not recommend doing that. But those are the options. If you really wanted to go all out on range, you guys could do that. Okay. So let me show you here on the video the radius with my build, and then the radius with maximum range. So that's the radius with my build. As you're mapping and doing waves, that's more than enough, and it crowd controls them for 4 seconds. But if you're feeling you want to go bigger, which sometimes I also swap them out, depending on the waves, I will go bigger. Like in the Fortress wave, I will favor the radius over the duration because of just how the waves are there. But here you can see with maximum range, this is at 186.7, and that 186.7% skill radius, you actually reach the maximum expandable radius on your skills. On Overkill, the base is 5% and the max expandable range is 200. You're already at that cap. You're 10 meters already, because 5 meters times 186.7 is actually like 9.335, but the game just rounds it up to 10 meters, which gives you the 15 radius meters, which is the max you can expand it. So putting on Arch Acceleration and multi-talented and all that for Lepic specifically would not benefit him, because you're already at the cap. But for other classes that have 250% max expandable range, etc., then that's how you can push the radius to the maximum, by putting on Arch and putting on multi-talented and putting on maximized range. Then you can get up to that 250% and maximize your skills. But for Lepic, you only need expansion and maximize range, and that is it. Anything else you put on the character will not give you a bigger, there's no tooltip for the traction grenade, but I'm going on the huge assumption here that it's 200, just like a throw grenade, as well as 200 for the overkill. All right, so take that with a grain of salt. If you guys want to do testing and really find out the radius of it, if it works or not, you know, you guys can do it. I would not recommend it. The reason being that you would sacrifice duration. So even though you can pull them all in, they wouldn't go to the epicenter as explained because the duration is so short. All right, fellas, I'm gonna leave you with some B footage of the other waves I've completed. White Knight Gulch, Vespa's wave, Steroland you've already seen, Hagios, Echo Swamp, and Agna Desert. I have many more, but I'll leave the showcase here playing in the background so you guys can see how effective the build is on all these waves and how much you can trivialize them. Into all the Lepics out there and ultimate Lepics, this works for any Lepic, whether you're ultimate or normal Lepic. Please, if you're going to do waves, to level and expedite XP and gold gain, etc. during these waves, and also get a ton of amorphous materials while doing it. Expand your traction grenade, increase your cooldown so you have a shorter cooldown, and just spam the traction grenade for us. Help us out, help yourself out. It'll minimize the damage we take, it'll pixelate everything in, and these waves will go a lot faster. I've been in multiple runs with Lepics that are beginners, I understand, and they never throw out their traction grenade because they think it deals no damage and it's not useful. It does no damage, but if you really think about how effective and efficient it is, you guys would use it a lot more often, as you can see here from these waves. So stop failing waves. I'm going just throw out your traction grenade. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Please don't forget to comment, like, and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out tremendously. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. I'm going. You have a grenade incoming.
Damn it! Descendant, we've detected another high-level focus. There's just no end to them.
Dude,
Please take care of this.
trivializes it. These waves, seems like with Lepic, the waves are like twice as smaller for some reason. Because they're all like pixelated in.
Okay.
Pattern.
We did it, boys. We did it, Turkey.
He did it there.
Right. Fucking got a pattern.
You left just.
Got me
Three of
killed.
us.
Oh, the dude left?
We're like sketchy VSS.
Why did he leave? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, most of the pops leave before the end of the thing, man.
My skill do no damage, so yeah.
Well, mine does. The grenade. So just do something and we'll be fine. If I stop crowd control them, we're all gonna get deleted.
Start throwing your grenade.
They're gonna be, over here is the center. Yeah, I'm gonna bring them over on top of the roof to pull the other ones from back there. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna go to the right a little bit. Oh, what? It didn't send out the grenade.
So laggy.
Yeah. Like I casted the traction grenade, it didn't go out. That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Are you alright, Descendant? Looks like you're still holding strong. Enemy reinforcements.
Man, but let me know if you're gonna do this again, man. I should switch to bunny, man. Gee.
Why? Is your bunny, isn't your bunny 40 already?
Yeah, but it's
It wouldn't make this
Less-
go faster, it's all on a timer.
like
Oh, I'm gonna die
gonna
too.
make it less strenuous for me, man.
What? What do you mean? What? What? Who hit? What? Less strenuous? What do you mean? You're leveling your chick. Level 31 already.
No further
If we're playing this, it's not about leveling, man. But getting the crystallization. Yeah, you not get it.
Oh my god. Absolutely nuts. Wow. Unbelievable.